These are the voicings on 1, 2, 4, and 6 string family, major 7th type on D flat. The first will be D flat, A flat, F, and C. The next will be F, C, A flat, and D flat. The next will be A flat, F, D flat, and perhaps E flat on top. Notice they're going in this direction. And then finally C, A flat, F, and D flat, which is just a voice exchange of the first voicing. So we're just swapping the D flat and C out. For more closed voicings this way, we can do D flat, B flat, G, and A flat. We can do D flat, A flat, G, and B flat, and maybe move the top voice from there to C. D flat, A flat, G, and C. D flat, B flat, A flat, and C. And then move the top voice to E flat. So, very fifths, fourths sounding species of chords. We also have D flat, C, A flat, and F. And the A flat can move to B flat. The F can move back to E flat. D flat, C, B flat, E flat, moving to F, down to A flat, either one. Again, going back to F, D flat, C, and E flat, and move that to G, the top voice. Okay. We can also move F, E flat, C, and D flat. And in terms of this F chord, with the F in the bass, we can now play this chord, F, E flat, D flat, and A flat. And we can swap voices. So F and E flat swap to E flat and F, giving us an 11th chord. So this is E flat, F, D flat, and A flat. We can move the top voice to a G if we want. Now on A flat, we had seen that we did A flat, F, D flat, and E flat. Move the top voice perhaps to G. So get D flat chord with a G on top. Also, B flat on top. A flat, D, A flat, F, D flat, and B flat. Moving across, A flat, F, E flat, and B flat, which was this voicing. And we'll start to observe a relationship of the fifth. So this is on A flat and this is on D flat. They have roughly the same function. It sounds similar. Same with this voicing. We have D flat, C, B flat, and E flat. If we move that to A flat, it has a... So A flat, G, F, and C. Top voice moving to B flat. Roughly same thing as the voicing of fifth below. Same basic sound. And that would hold true for that chord as well, that third inversion chord, if we move that to G. So if we move that to G, F, C, and A flat, we have roughly the same sound. We can also put a D flat inside and we have that sort of D flat sound. So those give us some additional opportunities up to F and then to A flat. Now moving to C, again we can go C, A flat, F, and D flat. The F can move to G. You can hear how you can get some interesting inside voice motion. I mean, that's just very, you know, and we have the, you know, so the connecting tones, inside ninths, the inside voice moving very easily. So we can get a lot of inside voice motion, bass motion. Also, moving ahead, C, D flat, A flat and E flat, fifths. And again, using that up a fifth to G, you can see how it still has a D flat sound, but just a little more open. If we take that concept and we move that A flat up to B flat, we have C, D flat, B flat, and E flat. Move it up a fifth, we have G, A flat, F, and B flat. That could move the top voice, can move to C. Additionally, we can play these on D flat, E flat, B flat, and F. Fifth C, and then again cross over, take the B flat to C. Very nice inner voice motion. And here again, we have the D flat, D flat C, A flat, and E flat, which is an A flat chord over D flat. Move the A flat to G for an augmented 11th. Move the top voice back even more, D flat, C, G, and B flat. So now, again, you have these backstretch voicings that work very nicely. And again, big reach is to take it even further to the A flat. Down below, continuing ahead, we also have this sort of a D flat kind of fifth C voicing when we did this voicing, and now on G, A flat, E flat, and B flat. So they're all related. They all have the same sort of sound profile. And again, there's a preponderance of fifths. Remembering that we can do that fifths relationship. It can go on A flat, B flat, F, and C. Moving to the D flat. They're really nice. It has a nice. Now we're going to also include the B flat. In this case, the relative minor, I suppose. So B flat minor, we'll deal with the minor voicings, but these have a nice relationship and they have a good bass. They have that really good connecting tone, bass motion possibility. Nice motion with the bass. Here's the B flat, A flat, F, and D flat. Top D flat moves to C, and maybe even B flat, A flat, E flat, and C, which is sort of an 11th chord for lack of a better term. And again, using our fifths rule, we can move that up to F, E flat, B flat, and G. Move that up to A flat, the top voice, and we still have this sort of D flat sound. Very poetic kind of sound. So we can include all of those features. Again, the voicings that go downwards this way, the more clustered voicings. And again, they can happen on each of the chord tones. It's no problem at all. The more fourths and fifths or even ones that go across the guitar like so, and then the stretching. For instance, the D flat, C, B flat, now to G past the F, and again doing it with D flat, E flat, B flat, and G instead of F. Rule of the fifth here, we said this was okay, F, E flat, D flat, A flat, which is like a D flat with an added 2. Move that down to C. C, B flat, A flat, and E flat still gives us a D flat sound. And just exchange voicings. Also there, F, C, D flat, C, F, and E flat is perfectly okay too. Also, voicings like this, which were a bit hidden, F, C, A flat, and D flat. have a lot of potential in terms of inner voice motion. F, E flat, A flat, and D flat. And then of course we can stretch with that too. Up to a G, that's fine. So F, E flat, A flat, move that up to B flat. You can hear that inner voice motion. A flat to a C, or a B flat to a C. And then we have an E flat, F, and then to an A flat. We're back where we start. So those are some of the voicings. Again, backstretch here too. C, the rule of the fifth. This was great on F, so we look at it. This goes C, B flat, E flat, and D flat. Move up to the F, move up to a G perhaps, and then over. And to cadence, C, B flat, A flat, and D flat, voice exchange, major 13th, D flat, B flat, A flat, and C, and maybe move the top, well, the middle voice down to G, and then the top voice up to E flat, D flat, B flat, G, and E flat. So we have an E flat over a D flat chord to finish. So those will give you the introduction possibilities to major seventh chords on the root of D flat, 1, 2, 4, 6 string family.